Today's horoscope, Virgo August 24th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The sun is now in your sign, and you're more outgoing or confident. However, today's retrograde Mercury connections also encourage a look at your private world or a turning to the past for analysis. You might pull out an old project or cherished possession and work on improving it. A private matter or secret might reveal itself, or you speak of a personal, private issue, confiding in someone. Interactions can be passionate and energetic, and it can be a busy day for thinking and fantasizing. You are bringing new energy to matters of the past and looking at things from a different perspective. You are more inclined to examine old matters for answers these days, but while the tendency is to do so analytically, you may benefit a lot more if you engage your feelings. Today will be a day you love or despise, Virgo. Yesterday's energy carries into now. There will be no middle ground. As sweet Venus, our goddess planet of attraction and romance, spins in your solar house of identity or zodiac sign, she will cross swords with mighty Mars, the god planet of sex and passion. Whenever our cosmic lovers meet, we feel their energy intensely. If you're on steady ground with your sweetheart, you'll be lured into a passionate dance where you both feel explosive ecstasy. However, if you're not on the same page, you'll both sense hostility and try to rock the boat. What are you struggling with? There could be a secret ambition or project that you have been working on behind closed doors. However, you may have lost faith in it over the last few weeks. Luckily, you can get your groove back when Mercury retrograde in Leo trines Chiron retrograde in Aries. Address your inner struggles by letting go of your worries and lack of self-confidence. Do not waste any more time on this, since your time, energy, and resources are crucial to your success. Believe in yourself and your capabilities so that your endeavors can be successful. When you set your mind to something, it is highly probable that you will succeed in what you set out to do. With today's astral configuration, this is especially true if the something you have set your sights on is a virtuous goal. Consider the goals you have set for yourself that involve your health. Whether it's diet, rest, or exercise, you will be supported by this aspect to fulfill and renew your commitment. Here are some wonderful vibrations. Professionally, you won't have any chance of realizing anything today, but rather your mind will wander a little to advance things further tomorrow. In your sentimental life, the news is good, very good even. Love is around the corner, as are harmony and sharing. Don't let them down. Some advice: don't count on your seduction alone. As the sun returns to Virgo today to begin your birthday month and new solar, a lot has already transpired. Just 6 days ago, Mercury retrograded out after spending weeks helping you get your head in the game, laying ideas on the table, and opening lines of communication. Meanwhile, Venus has spent weeks expressing what is in your heart. Earlier this month, the asteroid Juno concluded her 10-month visit to Virgo, leaving you with a clear sense of resolve about what you want and don't want as you move forward. The moon's departure from your relationship sector yesterday was always going to leave you more emotionally engaged and aware, but this time with long-term implications. Along with the moon's visit to your romantic sector last week as Venus, the planet of love, moves into her final 7 days in Virgo, it is with a clear sense of what you want from love and your relationships just as your birthday month and new solar begins. Daily Planetary Overview. Why beat a dead horse, right? Sometimes, revisiting old wounds can feel like a necessary step, but today, the universe is encouraging you to take a different path. With Mercury retrograde in Leo trining Chiron retrograde in Aries, there's a gentle nudge to resist the urge to go back in time. While the temptation to reopen old issues might be strong, you might find that there's little to gain from it. Instead, why not shift your focus towards the future? There's so much good on the horizon, and by looking forward instead of backward, you open yourself up to receiving the positivity that's coming your way. Have you ever noticed that when you dwell too much on past hurts, it can prevent you from moving forward? It's like carrying a heavy backpack filled with things you no longer need. Today, you have the opportunity to lighten that load. By letting go of the past, You make room for new opportunities, experiences, and connections that are more aligned with who you are now. This isn't about forgetting what's happened, but rather, choosing to focus on the good that's ahead. Now, today's energy also brings a sense of clarity, especially in your emotional world. You might feel particularly sensitive and more in tune with your desires. Use this clarity to bring a little more rationality to your relationships. It's a great time to strengthen the connections that matter most to you. Have you been feeling the pull to nurture certain friendships or partnerships? This is your moment to invest in those bonds. At the same time, it might also be the right time to gently let go of relationships that no longer serve you. Doing so with sensitivity and understanding is the best approach for everyone involved. Have you ever had to part ways with someone, not out of anger, but because you both had grown in different directions? Those moments can be bittersweet, but they also pave the way for growth and new connections. On the other hand, with all this emotional clarity, you might feel a strong desire to go after what you want, no matter what. And while that determination is admirable, it's important to keep things in balance. Be mindful of your actions, and try to avoid getting swept up in impulses that could lead to awkward or disagreeable situations. It's easy to stray from a sensible path into more destructive ways, whether that's indulging in excessive behavior with food, shopping, or even in your love life. We've all been there, right? Those moments when we think, why not, only to realize later that we might have gone a little overboard. If you find that things have come to a halt or aren't progressing the way you'd planned, don't get discouraged. Sometimes, the universe throws a curveball, and while you might not have bargained for a change of course, it doesn't mean all is lost. Instead of wasting all your energy trying to push through an obstacle, consider taking a detour. It might take a bit longer to reach your goal, but that detour could offer valuable experiences you wouldn't have encountered otherwise. Have you ever found yourself on an unexpected path that ended up being better than what you'd originally planned? Life has a funny way of working out like that sometimes. And if finances are on your mind, today's energy is perfect for settling outstanding financial matters. Whether you're tackling debts, budgeting, or considering larger purchases, your instincts are sharp right now. You're in a good place to make sensible investments, and the advice you receive is likely to be more conclusive than usual. Maybe you're thinking about making a big purchase, a car, a home, or something else significant. Trust yourself and the process. You've got this. I'd love to hear from you. How are you navigating this moment of letting go and moving forward? Have you recently made decisions to strengthen certain relationships or part ways with others? And what about your financial goals? Are you feeling that clarity to make smart choices for your future? Let's share our experiences and support each other as we embrace the good that's ahead. Together, we can move forward with grace, confidence, and a clear vision for what's next.